Drama, 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 drama. Drama, 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 drama. Drama, 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 drama. Good morning, everyone. I guess you guys can guess what today's inspired subject is. Drama, 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 drama. I have come to accept that this is my life. My life is full of drama, trauma, and drama. The few times that in my life that I don't experience this is when I set forth Zen experiences into my vortex. What I tried to attract into my life, what I specifically will pray for, will tune out all the other mess and focus on when I'm done paying attention to my life. When I start, I guess to some people, avoiding my life. I don't know why this exists. I don't know how to understand it yet. At this point, I'm actually verbalizing it to a point that I think I can communicate it without it backfiring on me in some sort of way, because that's my trauma in life. I guess a nightmare, some people would call it. Whatever reason it exists in my life, whether before birth it was a choice I decided to make, or if I seriously got dealt the wrong hand, I don't know. I don't know exactly how to answer that. I don't know the origin story of that, and it's my life. It's crazy to not know anything about your existence before people started noticing you in the world. Like as a baby, or that you're in your mother's stomach. However, I keep like interchanging I with you because I feel like I'm very much connected with people that they can relate to this even when I interchange I and you, because I feel very oneness in this feeling. So bear with me as I take you on this journey if you remain on the rest of this video. It's your choice. But we're going to go deep into my perspective of drama, and why it seems to be I'm an expert on this. Or, I don't know. So, to start this off, I guess the only answer I can give anybody that makes sense to me is that this is the life that God has asked me to live. And if it is a pre-birth intention or a choice that I said, okay, God, I'll take this on. I think that's the way I would have said it to God before I came to earth. I think I made like a contract with God that certain things had to be like, I had to believe in it in order for me to fulfill God's work. I guess that's the best way I can verbalize it. So, if I made the choice to constantly have a life filled with drama and trauma, and the only way to feel peace or zen or anything but drama and trauma is to go seek it out myself and to be in judgment of others that I'm avoiding my life, then I had to always be able to, I always had to be able to thrive in drama and trauma. That had to be my contract with God. I think maybe if we choose the life that while we're in it, living it, we hate it, then we had to have some kind of contract with God. And I'm 40 years old, looking like I'm 22 or some 20-something-year-old girl that everybody likes to, like, I don't know, ageism on. Then I don't know the point of me bringing it up. That's a personal issue I have. That's all I've got to say about that. Sorry, collected my thoughts. It takes a second, minute, something like that. I forget what I was just saying, so I'll, like, when I go back, I'll probably be like, oh yeah. Drama, 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 drama. Okay, so contract with God. Um, Pre-birth intentions. So, if we as human beings have contracts with God before we come to earth because we choose to fulfill God's job. I think maybe that's how we come into this world. It's we gotta fulfill a God's job. Then and if God wants me in this job of a life that's supposed to exist, that's filled with drama and trauma. Why? And if I chose this life with a contract of always being able to at least live, thus thrive through it, then why would I choose that? And why can't I remember? So the only answers that I have for myself when I think about this or when I meditate on all this is that, okay, to answer the question of why can't I remember any of this, the only thing, like, I learned this answer in the Mormon religion, so credit to the Mormon religion, and not credit for being the only one to have that knowledge, because you just happen to be the religion I was born into to get that knowledge. Now other people can get that knowledge anyway they seek it, through God or praying to God or however however the universe actually works. I'm still trying to figure this all out, and I don't know why I'm trying to figure this all out, but I guess for my personal knowledge that I may be able to share to everybody, I'm trying to figure all this out, is we all have to go through a veil of forgetfulness. But we all know that veil exists, even though we might not understand exactly how it works. So, taking on a belief that this veil of forgetfulness exists before we come to Earth, or even after we come, that exist always. And I chose, so that would explain why I don't remember these decisions. So if I chose to live this life, it explains a lot of what I'm actually dealing with in life. One thing is that I can say is not very many people can get close to me in my relationships with them. That's just the reality. My family has a hard time with me. I know they love me, but they hardly show me love and attention. They have their reasons. I do not deny that those are legit reasons. But that's the reality I deal with. Now I may agree or disagree with them, and that just causes drama and trauma for me. So I accept that they don't want to be a part of my life, but they want to love me from afar or hate me from afar. I mean, I could be delusional right now because they don't even reach out to me most of the time. Some do, and I feel their love and attention when they do, but when they don't, I don't feel it as much. But I believe, and then I feel it. Maybe, I really don't want to start going into maybes about what their reasons are. But I know that this is what I have to accept for my life. It can be very sad when I think about it. It can be a blessing when I think about it. It can be a detriment when I think about it. It can be so many different things whenever I think about it. And it only really is for me when I think about it like that. Now, whenever I want like the reality between us, what they think plus what I think, I have to reach out to them. And however they respond, whether it's warm, loving, caring, or they're freaking sick of me, and it could be even worse than freaking. I have to accept that that's their feeling about me. However, it's not what I want for my life, and it's not what I want them to be doing to me or have them feel any repercussions for feeling that way about me, but I'm not in charge of all that in reality. So, that's just a taste of my life filled with drama, 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 trauma, drama. And then to go to speak to like my friendships and my work relationships and neighbor relationships and acquaintances relationships and stranger relationships and bar relationships and homeless relationships and foreign relationships. I mean, I guess one thing that God has made it clear to me is that I have access to a lot of relationships. Um, and the trauma of my life is I have to be really, really careful about the words that I use in these relationships. And I'm sure that a lot of people can relate to this, if not everyone. Because your words do matter, as well as, simultaneously, my words matter. And a lot of times when we as people realize this about ourselves, we speak to other people like they haven't realized this about themselves, and they have. And some people haven't. But then we start speaking in a proverbial you manner. You. Like you. Because we see, when we realize this about ourselves, we see it in everybody else. We recognize that quality. And we start talking to them, and it creates a lot of friction. It can create a lot of drama from that point to the point of trauma and everything else, trauma that comes with trauma. What happens when people like me start talking in a proverbial you sense, they cut themselves out of the proverbial you. And it's a weird dimension to be a part of. Dimension in the sense of a time and space, and it leading to dementia is what I mean. So, on that aspect, or that concept that I'm bringing up, and my perspective of it. Now, there may be people to contend with it, I'll deal with it as it comes. But until that bridge comes to me and I have to deal with it, this has been my experience and my understanding of how trauma and trauma works in life. It starts with friction. Now, not all friction leads to trauma and drama. I want to make that clear as for people to know my understanding of it. However, friction can lead to that. Now, does drama lead to trauma? It can, but it doesn't necessarily lead to trauma. It can revert back to friction and then back to a Zen life, Zen. Now, Zen can be often, from my perspective, Zen can often be crossed with the line of sin, S-I-N. And that's a whole nother subject that I could tangent off on, that I want to keep focused on drama specifically and how my life relates to everybody else. So, and bringing the spiritual aspect of pre-birth intention, the possibility of that existing. So if I'm on God's job to live a life of drama and trauma, why does He choose me for that job? And why would I choose that before getting into this life? My best guess through this veil of forgetfulness while being in tune with the spiritual world and trying to process it as I'm asking right now, asking of God specifically, is that I have a way of being the silver lining for other people. At the same time, having a selfish intention of wanting to be that silver lining for other people. It's very rewarding, but it's rewarding in a vibrational, emotional sense. There's right now, at this point in my life, now it may change because life is ever changing. That's, the only constant in life is change, and it's a mind bender, thought process, logic. It's not straight and narrow. That's what I can tell you about that logic. Is that I lost my track right now. And part of me losing my track is I got distracted in my thoughts. But going back to God's jobs, spiritual connection, they'll forget nothing. Okay. uh, this connection to spirituality can be a struggle for me with this type of life. Okay. Why would I choose that? The emotional reward. That's the answer. Why would God want me to? Is because I can be a silver lining, a beacon of hope, a light, all that. That's very much true that I know, and I will never deny myself again. I have denied this, and this is where I face trauma. This is where drama ensues. It's the only thing that makes sense of why my family loves me from afar and doesn't show me love and attention on a regular. Now, this may make sense to some people and this may make no sense to others. Whatever the case, all I can say is this is what I can speak to. This is my whole life. There are physical things about me that make people so jealous of me that I believe they want my life. And I look back, I'm kind of doing the head turn like I'm actually looking back at my life, and I look back and that scares the shit out of me. It's like looking down when you're on a tightrope or looking over a cliff or whatever, and you look down, or you're trying to go up a ladder and not like fear falling. That's how it is for me to look back at my life. When people tell me, or they don't even have to tell me, their body language will tell it to me. But they feel very jealous or envious of my life. All I can say is if they're not in it, I understand why they can feel that way. I have to plug my phone in. Hold on. What I don't think they understand about me is when I look at them, and if they have a family that shows that they love them and they don't see that, I get jealous of them. And I start thinking how much I would just love to show your parents how much they deserve your love. But I can't do that because you are their child. 'Cause, 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 Sometimes when I see mothers disrespecting their children because they don't understand their child or why they're acting out the way they are, I get jealous of them because they have children. They have this ever-loving being that I know is driving them insane. I'm sure if I were in their shoes, I would totally get how they feel. But even through that feeling, if I were in their shoes, and that's me, not them, I would still choose to show love and attention and try and understand my child the best, being in their shoes, my child the best they can, I can understand them. God, these are all different places I didn't think I would go before making this video. Anyways, these are just examples of how when people look at my life in jealousy, how I look back at them. If they have like certain things that I don't have, or certain people or relationships or attitudes or whatever, and it might blow their mind because I don't say it in that moment. Honestly, I don't think I can because I'm overwhelmed with the feeling that I'm feeling in the moment. And maybe that's a protection to not respond back to them, because if I did, I would respond back negatively, like the whole if you can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all effect. It's a time and place that's true. But in my everyday life, if I'm not nice to you, it's probably because I can't be, and you're demanding me to be nice when I can't. That's probably the only time I'm not nice. Beyond that, I live my life by that rule. There are exceptions that people can find and truly argue that I haven't lived that, and I will say, yes, you're right. In those moments in time, periods in time. I can't use an absolute of I always live by this, but for the most part, I do, and I don't deny myself even if other people do. So these are things of how I deal with my traumas developed through my drama-filled life. There's a lot I have been silent on that has caused even more trauma for myself. Maybe it helped relieve a lot of pain for a lot of people. I do want to open up about these in different videos. I know YouTube universe, I've been seriously lacking making videos. I know I have some fans out there that are probably like irritated with me. I do promise. Where's the little, I don't know, my phone camera's broken right now. It's the screen's shattered. Where it is, my phone's fully functional. It's just the screen, so I need to get it fixed once I get to the point of doing that. For whatever reason, I need to make it happen. I haven't focused on that. I've been focusing on in other areas of my life. This is what I mean by trauma and drama. Drama, 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 trauma, drama. So I know my pictures are coming out fuzzy. So it might be a synchronicity. Effect of the now. Anyways, keeping focused. I feel like there's a lot of videos coming that I'm gonna make. I promise that I will make those. There's just a lot for me to process and verbalize to be able to communicate on what I choose a global level. So that's going to take time for me to get my words straight. My mouth can fuck it all up. However, God protects my voice now. Why does he protect it now? Because I believe. And I chose that belief a long time ago. And I work every day with that belief. And I have struggled with that belief. However, my own fears have fucked up my own communication to be able to verbalize this. And God, through the mysterious ways of God, has helped heal me with my intention and belief every step of the way that I've done it. And I have cut myself off, and he hasn't been able to help me in every step that I didn't believe. So, first question I answer, why can't I remember this? Veil of forgetfulness is the only thing that makes sense to me. Why does the second question I answered, why has God chosen me? The answer that makes sense to me is that I do really well with working with trauma and thriving in it in a way that I'm a silver lining unto myself and others, a beacon of hope, a light, whatever adjective that job describes. I'm really good at it. Better than I know. Good at it. So much that when I trust in God, I get credit for God's work. I know it's God. And when I forget and I think it's me, God lets me know. Oh, God lets me know. But also, God lets me know it's because I've chosen to let his belief thrive. I've been through a lot of trauma in that. Whew. Last question. Why did I choose this life without knowing what I was getting myself into? I think I already answered it, and it's coming straight back to me. The emotional reward. No matter how much I do God's job through this mind bender logic, because the mind is not a straight and narrow path, it's very windy. Scientifically, just look at that brain. You can just observe and see how windy the brain is. The whole human body is windy. There's no straight and narrow with the human body. There's only straight and narrow lining up human bodies one next to another. The human body in and of itself is not straight and narrow. So it's a mind bender logic for that one reason. Emotions are everything. Whether you believe it or not, whether I believe it or not, which I do believe it right now in this point in life, or a point in time in life, even with this strong belief I could lose it if I so choose. But even when I lose it, the truth is that I still contract, God's still living up to his, her, its end of the contract. Because God is source energy for me to do God's job. Even though my life is filled with drama, friction, God has created a pathway for me to find that peace and happiness, everything but trauma, chaos, all that friction. For me to love is to love myself and to love others. My pathway to get out of all that drama, to avoid whatever adjective people do to describe me, to go to Zen and happiness and all that positivity, is love. That's the pathway. I understand why people will love me. However they can, in whichever way they want to, through all that drama. Thank you. I love all of you. I love myself. I love God. I love the universe. And I love living my life filled with this drama because of the job that God asked me to do for him before I came down to earth. That's the only answer I have. It's the only thing that makes sense through this perspective of this video that I've been able to verbalize and communicate to all of you. So I love you, both selfishly and unconditionally. Love you.